hurt them.
They do the game, and again, the weight is on coordination there from Expect on this. Gragas will have to track him afterwards on the minimap. Anyways, let's take a look at the gank that was going on in mid lane, simultaneous to the top lane pressure. Gerson starting it off there with the slow from his exhaust.
Yeah, everything right now is just fine for G2. They can back away, they don't have to take a fight. They're clearly not expecting Hanser to actually ulti over the wall, and of course Expect is far away.
He just guessed wrong on the route they were going to take. He thought he was going to cut TSM off on the river, but turns out they were going through the jungle and just completely wrong.
Yeah, did not place himself in defense of Perkz, and they do pay the price. That is just one kill, but first blood definitely a big momentum swing here for TSM, as this is the team that we're looking to push the tempo a little bit more.
Very big first blood, considering the fact Hanser just lost his flash on top side. Trick obviously didn't have ulti for that actual gank. Otherwise, could have probably picked up a kill.
700 gold lead, TSM up that first blood plus assist, as well as a little bit of farm overall. Zerker Greaves early in for Wild Turtle. It's pretty common we've been seeing very high attack speed and high movement speed builds out of bot laners. Now Trick has jumped on Cocoons, gonna turn into all the damage they need, and finally Svenskeren back in the form he was last year. Actually getting a couple of good ganks off.
I mean, right now, G2 Esports just don't have any vision in the enemy jungle, so Svenskeren just came around the corner. Trick standing there killing a ward.
G2 have to be very careful. This is a snowbally comp from TSM. They have a lot of mobility and a lot of pick potential. Hanser making a good roam down the river, but it is warded up by G2, so they can act accordingly and back off.
And I think right there, we just saw the main thing. Actually, see mid. Oh, never mind.
No, it's fine.
Happen. But the main problem for Trick in this tournament around from TSM, they know Lee Sin is alone. Let's just lock him down.
It does feel like Trick is feeling the pressure, on his shoulders here, and he's the one that actually continues this chase after they get away.
Yeah, right here, you're fine. You can actually just step away, but they go for that play. Now Trick is caught here. Let's see if he's trying to get out. Maybe
he can't. He wardhopped forward already, and he has no flash.
Okay.
There's no way out for Trick.
Just caught in there after the blast cone obviously shoots him into that blue buff pit as well, and
yeah,
it's one of those plays again where it feels like TSM.
Of course, he's aware.
A joke that's been made before as well.
Yeah, sure. You try to clap Faker, that doesn't happen either. All these players think they can handle him, but not happening just yet. Now, Mithy on the wrong side of this fight does have flash. He's going to die too quickly, though. Sven getting his third kill of the game. Svenskeren, I should say. Of course, there are two players with a similar name in this one, but TSM 4-0, giving up nothing here against G2.
So, 4 kills now. Svenskeren been part of all 4 of them, and every single time it's Cocoon landing, and then it's just CC follow-up and damage from TSM.
And again, it just seems like the prep's so much better here for TSM, to get back into the game that way. Right now, sneaky Drake take here from Trick. Should be able to slip in and get it, but teleport comes through.
A bit of a fight. Flashes are available. Here's Sven with a lot of damage on the Bile Press. They can't see him enough, so the shield comes in. That's the damage still going to come through, but the Equalizer coming back to turn it around. And Mithy going to get burned for 1. 2 kills picked up, though. 2 for 2, Sven. Next up with the chopping block. Now Bjergsen dangerously low. Hextrigger pops the chase for Wild. Tony's got a Redbox, got a kill. And it's a double here for the bot laner. Double with the top as well. It's only Expect left alive. 2 pair. TSM plus 2 in the fight.
Hanser teleport. Got to look at the tools available to G2. They do have the beef here front line, and they're looking to get one of those really good either Syndra stuns to start off or Gragas ultimates.
Gonna get a fight at Hanser 15, so no rank 3 ulti just yet. Mithy just learned why you don't want to play against VetV. Let's see.
Takes several stuns, and the tank is one who likes to take the damage. Flashes out, still dies to the Equalizer. Stayed in way too long. Redemption means nothing, and a G2 just simply routed. Trick likely to not go for the steal here. It's going to be TSM's to pick up, despite the leash. Shouldn't be a major issue. That's Infernal Break for TSM.
Exactly. We talk about the ways that G2 would want to start it out to make their comeback. It's with crowd control. It's not with...
To start the fight. Gragas Lee Sin were behind the bomb. Top lane now, we talk about what Top Kench can do. Cross mapping.
Gonna get behind the Syndra flash exhaust in. Tongue Lash gonna be there as well. The damage coming through. Syndra's gonna die! And Biofrost saves Bjergsen's life from the turret shot.
So that was made to look more epic by Bio waiting for the whole Syndra ultimate.
Some gold and now the top lane siege. G2's duo lane. Trio lane as Trick comes in for the nice one. That was beautifully played. The exhaust is on a Wild Turtle. Not long for the world. Kill picks up. Goes to Sven for the trade on a Trick. Not terrible for TSM. We'll see if they can get more Equalizers on. Sven's going to run. Mithy should be okay as well.
Oh, Bjergsen is on the way, though.
I think they're too
far. Never mind.
Yeah.
However, they can use that momentum in this minion wave to get the turret. So TSM, they do, get the counter kill as well as objective afterwards.
Here we go, counter kill and turret number 3. The outers are all broken. 6,500 now the gold lead for TSM, and it's getting farther and farther out of reach. And it's not like Sven is playing Twitch.
Running this kite comp we have seen time and time again this tournament. They're running an engaged composition. But if your players can't engage, well then it falls flat on the face. So we're looking at Expect, we're looking at Trick. To start this fight here, Wild Turtle could be the target. Baron is still where TSM are baiting around, but they're going top lane.
Yeah, and just to highlight for TSM, they are the ones with so much more threat right now with all of the pick potential and have done a good job using that vision.
For the ulti, only going to tag the one. Balfrost eats up Wild Turtle to keep him safe. Here comes the dive in the back line, kicking in Bjergsen. Trick in the back, a nice equalizer to buy some time. Trick is dead first, and the team is able to disengage. Bjergsen staying alive, the 1-for-0 so far. Mithy forced to run low on HP, and TSM gets out.
Right there, G2 looked for the engage, but they didn't go for Wild Turtle. First, we saw early Devour from Bifrost, but when he spat him back out, it was actually Bjergsen with Plastic and knockback. Now Expect might get caught.
Ooh, jump on in, a little bit of damage to the barrels. Here comes the chase through with the slows and the fire on the top side as well. There's the first kill into Expect. A trade kill and a Hanser, 1-for-1. Bifrost next up, Sven needs to go off in this fight. Here comes a flash and then Mithy with the exhaust in, the trade in, looking for a bit of damage from Persian. Bjergsen takes him down. The double kill actually for Svenskarn. Only one alive for G2, 3 survive from TSM.
Bjergsen stays alive, another one team fight here by TSM. Actually looking at Bjergsen right there, so they kind of split up the AD carry and support, meaning they don't kill any of them. In the end, though, the target selection from G2 not good enough, and also good kiting from TSM, and fantastic turnaround with Bjergsen in the end.
It's worth pointing out, though, that even though Turtle wasn't the one who was attacked, he didn't do much damage anyway. It was Hanser doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and with that equalizer could be getting another one there. Mithy's going to be dropping for that one. Hanser, his 5th kill of the game, death cap already completed. That is a huge rumble, belting out tons of damage, and here comes the redemption heal. 5v4 to continue.
Expect still on the side right now, but 5 members alive for the North American team. Full HP and most of the guys as well. And as soon as Syndra lands a stun and thinks about the ulti, then Bifrost is dancing next to them being like, nah, 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 nah. I'm gonna devour him.
Perk's actually almost
the jungle, and they hope someone walks by to take the bot lane wave. They find one.
Chase on in, slows it there. Mithy's in this one, and it's going to be Knights out for Hanser. A lot of CC for him. They get the kill now. Is there going to be much of a re-engage? 5v4 in this one, but the health bars are low. Trick almost dead. Expect chunked out, and TSM still in the chase, but not going too greedy for the kills. They realize they could lose the game.
But at this point, when you're this far down, you just have to go for it.
50-50 are good odds for the team down 8,000 gold. I will always take a coin flip when I'm that team.
G2 finally decisive here, and they force a huge play.
Early smite by Sven actually got it at 1069.
And I want to see it. The ulti from Rumble is on cooldown for about 5-6 seconds more, so he couldn't use it in the Baron pit. This actually means G2 are staying alive despite being cornered.
And let me highlight Trick. His Lee Sin here. You talk about one of the
guys. Do we fight this or do we rush back to our base?
They're saying
that they're going to force this. Now Trick should probably not go for a steal, not give away the kill, but middle inhibitor turret is dead. The inhibitor is gone as well. Now can they get a fight here in the 5v3 where they lose their base first? G2 are still pushing for the Nexus in the bottom left corner of your screen. They're still running for the base, and TSM has to get back there to defend it, or they're going to lose the game. And G2 looks like they have enough time. Hanser trying to stop them, but back inside the base. It's the Nexus getting hit. Sven wants in. Perk still hitting it. This could be it, but Bjergsen back onto that, and they've taken down Sven as well. TSM next is alive. They're going for Expect. GA is popped. 2 alive for G2. TSM needs to get back down, and it's time to go back into the base. Trick's top side. Trick, I think, has to go for the base. I don't think he can defend a 1v5.
Now let's see here, 50 seconds on almost everyone from G2
He's waiting.
esports.
Trick is going to reach into the Ocean Drake, and he's going to come back for the Nexus.
He's going in, but Hanser is still there. He has a GA. He can get back up and try to finish it.
Here he goes.
They see him.
They see him now. Here comes Hanser. Does he have the damage? He cues in for a bit of movement. He cues him back. Trick needs 5 autos. The flash missed the harpoon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes Tom Catch, and they're going to stop him. TSM's pushing the top side. 20-second respawn. Can they get him? They're going to get the